My father's family moved to Gainesville in 1946, and when he was 4 years old. He's been here for basically his full life, going to the University of Florida, going into business.
Bill and I first became really good friends in college. Bill was a diver for the University of Florida, an all-conference diver, won Southeastern Conference championships. And Bill and I, from a sports standpoint, knew each other, and then became more acquainted when we came out into the business world.
He's probably as hard a working person as I've ever known. He started his own business with Mr. Koss at about the same time that I opened my first law practice on my own. And I got an opportunity to see him as a constant, involved person, not only in his business but in the community.
Bill Olinger has a work ethic that is second to none. He'll be there as long as a client wants to help any way that he can, being compassionate and passionate about what he does. He really enjoys and loves what he does. He enjoys helping people.
I see Bill to be a very consistent person. He is a man of integrity. He's a man that stays with what he needs to do, and he has a great interest in helping others.
Dad was always doing something within the community. I can remember, him with his gavels from being the president of the Kiwanis Club and being involved with Council for Economic Outreach and being involved with Rotary, the Sigma Chi fraternity locally as their chapter advisor. Like, he didn't have enough on his hands with 2 boys. He needed 100 other boys from the local university.
I believe that Bill has made an impact on this community like no one else, and it's something that I've always looked up to.
In terms of the community, Bill has been a public servant. Bill grew up in Gainesville. Bill loves the community of Gainesville. Bill has been active on the board of directors of numerous organizations, from Santa Fe Community College to the Rotary Club to the Kiwanis Club. He's been very active in his church, been a deacon in his church. Has just given untold hours.
But above all of those, the main commitment I see in his life is his commitment to his family, to his wife, his children, and his grandchildren.
He was at every baseball game. He was at every tennis match. He was driving me across the state on the weekends to play tennis and help me pursue my dreams. He's done so much for, not just for our family, but
for the community.
For the community too.
For me to watch him as someone who grew up here, he really loves Gainesville. I wanted to say that. I mean, he truly loves Gainesville. This community means everything to Bill Olinger. And so he's put his heart and soul into it, and he's never asked for anything back.
I think just watching Dad give, Dad was constantly a giver. I don't think Bill Olinger's asked anybody for anything, really. And he's just constantly given of himself.
There's no one that I know that cares more about people than Bill Olinger. You hear things about ethics, values. Bill not only embodies those, I would say that he defines those.
In every respect, in everything that Bill has done, he's been someone that others can depend upon. He's a guy that's reliable.
I mean, I've never, I thought everybody was like my father until I grew up and saw that everybody's not like my dad.
If you have the opportunity to get to know Bill, I would encourage you to do that, because I think you'll find him to be a friend, an encourager. And one of the things I really like about Bill, he's a listener. And there's always times in our lives we need somebody just to listen, and he's very good at that.
When people ask Bill for advice on anything, he's thoughtful. He doesn't react. Now I react. That's the way I am. I'll tell people, boom, this is what I think. If you ask Bill something, he'll go. He'll think about it.
Bill Olinger has definitely been a role model for me, not just as a mentor, but really a father figure. Everything that he does is so genuine and so true to his heart and what's important to him and his values, that he doesn't just say it, he lives it every day, and he is a model to follow. And I feel fortunate to be able to try and follow his footsteps.
There is not one thing, I think, out there in this community that my dad hasn't at least put a finger on and put personality on that was part of him within the industry of estate planning and wealth management. And I know it's a huge honor for him to receive this award, because it is given to him by his peer group, and that certainly means a whole lot to him. And of course, we as a family feel like he deserves that in spades.